matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Portland Snowhawks and the Indianapolis Colts. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Come on, come on. Hey.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
These two teams met in Indy earlier in the year with the Colts coming out on top. So if they can find a way to win here in Indianapolis, they would take the season series 2-0.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Second down, Willis looks to throw here.
That is incomplete.
This defense for the Colts, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
Willis from the gun on 3rd down.
And that will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 24. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard, 8-yard return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he fires one incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They're going to look to throw. His throw incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now back to throw. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
This is taken at the 15. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And they are winners of 2 straight games as they have climbed back to 500 now on the season.
And you and I both know this can be a tough team to figure out sometimes, because I remember a few weeks ago you and I having a conversation where we both thought that this was a season they could get away from them pretty quickly. Obviously not. But you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
From the gun, here's Willis. Finds his tight end Ingram. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Play action. Here's Willis.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's got some space here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
Here we go.
McCaffrey following the penalty. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
A quick throw caught out wide by Bourne. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
A gain of 3 on the play. First down, Snowball.
Willis looking to throw on first down. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards that time.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
It's a play fake. Here's Willis. Going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Bobby Okereke running in and bringing him down.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. This one to Bourne out on the left side. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On third down, it's Willis. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right? Where these teams are locked in and going at it. No points going up on the scoreboard. I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
The Colts at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is, his ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Taylor. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
The Colts with a first red zone opportunity of the ball game. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
Oh, Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Taylor. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
This defense is really floating around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now from back at the 5, this is 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Marshall. Touchdown! A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Colts post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And that makes the score 7-0. Garibay back out there now to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. To the air on first down. Here's Willis. And his throw here's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Let's go now.
Now Willis on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
On the jump. Grab the 60.
Going on 4th down. Here's Willis. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And a throw to Mike Vrabel, unsure of that last call. He's going to throw out the red flag. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense. You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll run on first down. Jordan. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Garibay back out there now to send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And this offense on 3rd down today, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Willis from the gun on 3rd down. Completion here to Claypool. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a 1st down. 2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0.
Here we go, shot. Hurt.
Now Willis on 1st and 10. Open man is born. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the 1st half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Willis headed left off the option. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
Willis's throw here taken in by Ingram. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Willis. Over the middle, complete. It's Carter. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Shotgun snap to Willis. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score 14. Snowhawks 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On play action, they'll throw. And Woods has it complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On the counter, it's Taylor. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here.
And the ball is free. Taylor lost it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Even though he recovered his own fumble, you know how much he hates to put the ball on the ground. He's going to be frustrated with himself.
And what do you think the time frame was from the time the ball escaped his grasp to him getting it back? It didn't take that long, right?
Right.
To him, it probably felt like hours because he's agonizing, like, I've got to get this football back. Able to get it done.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And a short gain down to about the 33. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. They run once more with Taylor. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. 46 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now a give to Taylor. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Garabay's kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Third quarter here at Indy. This is 2nd and 10. Willis back to the air on 2nd and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
So possession goes over here on the punt.
First down and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory.
Bobby Okereke making that tackle.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Second down. Here's Willis.
Completes it to Evan Ingram. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give them 32 on the play. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And they take over in a precarious spot here, albeit after forcing the fumble at the goal line. This is safety territory as they start from their own 1.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
2nd and 1. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the 1st.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a 1st-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the 1st down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
They'll try the left side with Taylor. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20.
Buddy Johnson there on the stop.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close.
Second and 6.
They'll set up a throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And they've got it very deep in enemy territory. It's inside the 5 at the 3-yard line, 1st and goal.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. McCaffrey. Touchdown.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
Little old school I.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll set up to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the 2nd half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Back to throw, Willis.
And it'll be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick.
And the Colts are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now a handoff. Taylor with it.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start with the option. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Willis will look to throw on 1st down. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From just shy of midfield, Willis. Oh, no, he lost the football. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns is going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They go to the ground again with Taylor. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw here. He finds his man, complete. It's Kramer. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3, 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. He'll look to throw. Able to find his man, Woods. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Now, there was a time when I would have been upset at teams throwing the ball with a big lead late, but I've evolved a little bit. I've come around. Ultimately, they're looking for first downs, and if they think the air is the best place to do it, then so be it. In addition, you probably got a quarterback gets a nice bonus if he keeps completing passes. So they want to keep throwing the football? Fine by me.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Looking to throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. On the handoff, Taylor trying to run inside, but nothing there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. On 3rd and short, he'll try and pick it up through the air. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
On first down, it's Jordan, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, no, he lost the football.
And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold onto the football while being jostled?
So crisis averted, but now facing 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Taylor. He will push his way down to about the 14. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Garabay's kick is good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Well, it took us until the final play chart to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken him.
You spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like big pitch came to Jonah. Yeah, I'm still independent. They sold 1 million records. Yeah, used to be on my checklist. Big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, I found myself with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Gang time in it. Gang time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. I will not bend. Gang time. Run it up.